Hello, I'm Dr.Sirisha and I welcome you warmly back to my channel. In this video, we are going to understand and discuss yet another very interesting concept related to us in the sense our own mind. Okay, what goes on in the mind, right? And that concept or that topic is of personality. We are going to try to understand what human personality is all about. Okay, we are all having certain personality of our own, right? So we are more interested in understanding and learning more about the individual personality, what kind of nature we have, what kind of mindset do we have, what do we think, how do we think, and why do we think that way, why do we behave in a certain way. Okay, all these things are related to individual personality. Okay, this is quite a challenging as well as a unique concept. Why? Because each individual will have his or her own personality, and all our decisions will be influenced by that personality that we have. Okay, and coming discussing the topic even from the marketer's point of view, this is more important because for a marketer also it is very important to understand and study the personality of the consumers. Okay, so that they can really position their brands in match with the personality of the consumers, so that they can assign a certain personality even to their brands. Okay, so understanding personality, see, it is the inner psychological characteristics. Personality is nothing but inner psychological characteristics. It is all here in the mind. Okay, personality is framed here, it is born here, it is developed here in the human mind. So it is more psychological, it is more inner in the sense very deep rooted in the mind. Okay, so personality also has all these things, the qualities, the traits, the mannerisms, the attributes, the way we think, okay, the emotions that we carry. We are all so different, no? Like you are totally different from your sibling or your friend or any of your partner or your parents even, right? So we are all unique in our own selves. We cannot compare ourselves to anybody else. So it is the personality, it is the group of these qualities or traits that we carry that makes us really unique and differentiated from others. Okay, also personality is distinguishing in nature. That is what I told you, it is very unique. Every individual is special, is unique in his or her own way. Okay, no two people are alike. Even though you are born to the same parents, even though you are very close friends, even though you are very close relatives, no matter how related you are, but you are you and the other person is the other person. Okay, so that personality is very much unique, very much special to every individual. Okay, so that is the thing, that personality, that characteristics are the things which really make us differentiated from other human beings. Okay, and enduring nature of personality, as I told you, all these qualities, traits, mannerisms, the emotions, the way we think, the way we behave, the way we make decisions, all these things, in order to be called as our personality, they have to be enduring in nature. That means we need to showcase certain persistent qualities, ongoing qualities. We have to have certain qualities on a regular and continuous basis. Only then we can call them our personality traits or our personality characteristics. Say for example, let us assume a person is there who is, maybe you are a very cool-headed person, very, down to earth, completely in control of your temper. You never lose your temper. You think appropriately. Okay, you talk consciously. Okay, that is your nature, say for example. And maybe in some occasion, on some occasion, or under certain situational influence, you may suddenly lose your temper. Okay, so that happens. But in general, you are a very cool-headed person. So you cannot claim that that losing temper and being short-tempered or being aggressive is your personality. That happened on that moment, on that like spur of the moment. You, because of some other situational influences, you might have reacted that way. But that happened once. Okay, that happens very rare. So you cannot claim that to be your personality trait. So some trait to be called your personality has to have that enduring, long-lasting effect. Okay, we have to display the same qualities or the same traits continuously in our life. Then we can claim them to be our personality traits. Okay, next is influencing nature of personality. Very important. Our personality influences us. Okay, in fact, we are our personality. Okay, what are we means whatever is our personality, that is we. Right? So, personality, the kind of personality you have, that influences all your decisions. That influences your behavior. Okay, the way you talk, the way you behave, the way you make decisions, the way, the kind of a person you are. Right? So, that your personality has that complete control over you. It influences you as an individual, as a consumer, as like whatever role you play in your life. That is all dependent on the kind of person you are, the kind of personality you have. Okay? And also, personality is based on certain characteristics, like how do we acquire certain personality. That means it is mostly hereditary in nature. Like most of the times we come across such statements like, you are more like your father, you behave like your mother, you think like your grandfather, right? You make decisions like your aunt or uncle. So these are all like hereditary in nature. Like we acquire certain, qualities, certain traits from our elders. Okay, from our blood relations, right? Next is psychological. We have been discussing this point. It is all psychological. It is all here in the mind, right? Even though even we are born to some, we are born to parents, like we cannot have everything alike to them. Okay, we also have something unique to us. Okay, so that is the psychological nature of personality. Every human being is unique. Okay, hereditary influences will be there, but not 100%. Okay, next is socio-cultural, right? The kind of society we are brought up in, the kind of culture we are brought up in, we are exposed to, all those will have their role in shaping the personality of the individual. Okay. Next is situational influences. Very important. Okay, the kind of situations we are faced with or we are put in, those situations will have a very strong influence on our personality. Okay, say for example, you may be, as we have discussed earlier, like say for example, you take two persons A and B. Say A is one who is really brought up in a very cordial family atmosphere, very loving parents, siblings, very caring relationships. So you can expect a certain kind of a personality from A. On the other hand, B unfortunately did not have any caregivers. Say that person is an orphan, nobody to take care of him. Okay, so he had a very tough life. Okay, no close relationships. So he has faced lots of tough situations. So you can understand the variation in the nature these two people will display as individuals. Okay, so the situations definitely they impose lot of impact on individuals. Okay, so now why is personality important to marketers? Why do they have to study personality? Means marketers can really group the people based on the personality traits, at least the most dominant personality traits, if not every trait. Okay, and say for example, if they find if they find some people to be very aggressive, very outspoken, very enthusiastic. Okay, so they can group them based on those personality traits, and they can assign the same personality traits to their brands or to their products also. They can position their products to be having or to be sharing the same personality traits like the consumer segments. So they can really match these two, the products and the consumers, based on certain personality traits, so that consumers they relate more to the product. Okay, so that way it is important for the marketers also to understand the personality or dominant personality traits of the consumers, and they can also assign, they can also position their products to be having the same personality traits. Okay, so that way they can also have certain marketing strategies built around the personality traits of individuals. Okay, that's all about personality, and in the series of videos we will be learning more about this. Okay, thank you.